Hi, SkatingScores here. This year I'm launching some fantasy skating features on my website, and in this video I'll explain how to play the 2019 SkatingScores.com Fantasy Grand Prix. As you can guess from the name, the SkatingScores Fantasy Grand Prix is a way to test your skating knowledge by making fantasy picks for the fall 2019 Grand Prix season. As most of you will know, the Grand Prix season consists of 6 events taking place across 6 weeks from late October to late November, plus the Grand Prix final in December, so that's 7 events total. In the SkatingScores.com Fantasy Grand Prix, you can make predictions, called picks, about how the real-world skaters will perform during the Grand Prix. And as the Grand Prix season progresses, you can visit SkatingScores.com to edit your picks for each event and also to compare your results to other players to see who made the most accurate picks. Alright, here's how to play the SkatingScores.com Fantasy Grand Prix. First, you'll need to create your own user account on SkatingScores.com. For demonstration purposes, I've already created an account for myself and logged in. My username for this demonstration is Axel. After you've created your account, to get started, visit SkatingScores.com in your browser and click the Fantasy link in the main navigation at the top of the page. You'll be taken to the Fantasy homepage. You can see here it says SkatingScores 2018 Fantasy Grand Prix. Just for this demonstration, I've set the clock back 1 year to late summer 2018. Since we already have the results from the 2018 Grand Prix, this will allow me to demonstrate how the fantasy game works as the Grand Prix season progresses. Here on the left you can see there are 4 fantasy leagues, 1 league per discipline: men's, ladies, pairs, and dance. You can participate in any league or leagues you like, depending on which disciplines you're interested in. Here on the right is the all-around leaderboard. This is where you'll see your ranking among all the other fantasy players as the Grand Prix season progresses. But note, to appear in the all-around leaderboard, you have to participate in all 4 leagues for all 4 disciplines: men's, ladies, pairs, and dance. But if you only want to participate in a single league, if, say, you're only interested in the men's discipline, don't worry, there are also individual leaderboards for each individual discipline/league. But you'll only appear in the all-around leaderboard you see here if you join all 4 leagues. Okay, let's try joining a league. I'll join the Ladies League by clicking the Join button next to the Ladies League. So now I've joined the Ladies League, and I can see the entire Grand Prix season laid out here in the Event column, beginning with Skate America, called GP USA, and ending with the Grand Prix final, called GPF. In the Your Picks column, there are links to add your fantasy picks for each event. I'll make some picks for Skate America now by clicking on the Add link next to GP USA. Now I'm taken to a form where I can make my picks for GP USA. So what kind of picks can I make? You can see here that I can make picks for the 7 required elements in the short program, as well as picks for the best TES, that's the technical score, PCS, that's the component or presentation score, and TSS, that's the total segment score. Let's look at these items one at a time. Skating fans will be aware that there are a number of required elements for the short program. For the ladies, it's 7 elements, and you can see them here: combination jump, solo jump, axel jump, combination spin, etc. Because there are exactly 7 very specific required elements in the short program, it's very easy and straightforward to compare each skater element by element in the short program. In fact, if you follow my Twitter account, you'll know I often tweet about the short program element rankings during competitions. And short program element rankings are available on SkatingScores.com for every competition in my database. So here, you should pick which skater you think will get the highest score on each of the 7 required elements. For example, if you think Sotoko Miyahara will perform the best combo jump in the short program at GP USA, you would pick her here like so. You can see that for each pick you can choose from a drop-down menu that contains just the skaters who are scheduled to compete in this competition, that is, in Skate America or GP USA. So I'll continue to make my element picks for all 7 elements. Then you can make 3 more short program picks. For TES, you should pick the skater you think will get the highest technical score in the short program. For PCS, you should pick the skater you think will get the highest component score in the short program. And for TSS, you should pick the skater who you think will win the short program. Then you can make those same 3 choices for the free skate. Finally, click the Submit button to save your choices. That's it, you've made your picks for the Ladies League at GP USA, and you can see them here. You can also see 2 clocks, one for the short program and one for the free skate. These clocks tell you how much time is remaining for you to change your picks before the deadline. The deadline is roughly 1 hour before each segment begins. Note that you can still make changes to your free skate picks after the short program has completed. That may often be a good idea, since you can take into account how skaters have performed in the short program to make your picks for the free skate.
Eine Ewigkeit später.
Okay, so now let's roll the clock forward and pretend that Skate America has already happened. It's the day after the GP USA free skates and the results are in. If we visit the Ladies League page, we can see the Ladies League leaderboard shows results now. The results can be sorted in one of two ways. Either results are sorted by points, or results are sorted by ordinals. You can change which result type you are sorting by clicking on the points or ordinals links here. You'll see the table resort. Sorting by points is very straightforward. You receive the same number of points for each of your picks as the skater earned in the competition for the item you picked. So if a skater gets 10 points for the combination you picked, you get 10 points added to your fantasy season total, and so forth. The person with the highest points total wins, and there's basically no such thing as a perfect score here. The more points, the better. Sorting by ordinals is a little more complicated, but also maybe more interesting. When sorting by ordinals, there is a perfect score, namely 0. Every time you make a perfect pick, you receive 0 ordinals for that pick. If you correctly pick every single item for the entire season, your score at the end of the season will be exactly 0. I think that it's exceedingly unlikely anyone will get a perfect score. It's too hard to make that many correct predictions, but it will be interesting to see how close anyone can get. So, say you picked Satoko Miyahara for the combination jump in the short program, and then she in fact had the best combination jump in the short program. That is, her combo jump received higher total score from the judges than any of the other skaters in the GP USA short program. You would get 0 ordinals for that pick, the best possible result because you made the perfect pick. Now, if Satoko instead had performed the second best combo jump in the short program, then you'd get 1 ordinal because your pick was off by 1. If her combo jump was third best, then you'd get 2 ordinals because your pick was off by 2, and so forth. If you pick a skater who subsequently withdraws from the competition, you'll get 0 points and 12 ordinals for that pick, the worst possible score, because there are no more than 12 skaters invited to each Grand Prix event in each discipline. Speaking of withdrawals, be sure to check back often, because if a skater withdraws from an event before the deadline, again, the deadline is roughly 1 hour before the event segment begins, you can still change your picks to pick someone else. After the deadline, you can no longer change your picks. So if a skater withdraws at the very last second before skating, or say stops and withdraws in the middle of their program, and you had picked them, sorry, you're out of luck. Your pick stands and you'll receive the worst possible score for that pick, 0 points and 12 ordinals. Okay, so besides the league leaderboard, there's also leaderboards for each individual event. On the Ladies League page here, I can click on GP USA to see the event leaderboard. This is nice because say you didn't hear about the SkatingScores.com Fantasy Grand Prix until halfway through the season. You're too late to win for the entire season. But you can still make picks for the remaining Grand Prix events and compare your results to other players on the individual event leaderboards for those remaining events. Finally, note that you can visit your own profile page by clicking the profile link in the top navigation. If your account is public, you'll see what the rest of the world can see about your user account on SkatingScores.com, including your fantasy picks. If you click through to your fantasy picks for GP USA, you can view a page displaying your picks before and after the event takes place. After the event, your results and rankings for that event are also shown. You can share this page with your friends by copying the URL from the browser's address bar and pasting it in an email, in a tweet, or to Facebook, etc. And that's how to play the 2019 SkatingScores.com Fantasy Grand Prix. Thanks for watching, everyone, and good luck!